Hey y'all, so I really wanted to do a quick fundamentals video today. Now, I feel like sometimes hair health is overshadowed by hair styling, right? So I really wanted to kind of get back to the basics and do a wash day routine and show you guys the steps that I take to make sure my hair is happy and healthy. Wash day is going to be your best opportunity to actually moisturize your hair, treat your scalp, and make sure everything is copacetic with your hair until your next wash day. So I really wanted to go through these steps and prioritize my hair health over hair styling because honestly my hair has been through the ringer lately with me trying to push out so much content in so many different styles. So I think for the rest of the year, now don't quote me on this, but I want to say for the rest of the year I'm going to try to do styles that don't incorporate weave. This is when I feel most like myself, and honestly when I finished styling my hair I just felt like Kelly again, you know? But yeah, let me stop all the chit chat and let's get right to the video. Let's go. So what do I always say? A healthy scalp leads to healthy hair. So the first thing we're going to do is treat our scalp with this herb infused scalp oil, and it has a lot of essential oils that have medicinal properties, and they're just going to give you a really healthy scalp, get that blood flow going, and act as an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory to clear up any scalp issues that you may have. And of course, we're using the conditioning honey and oat protein shampoo and conditioner duo. And before I got into the shower, I made sure that I fully detangled my hair. That's going to help with a few things. One, my hair is going to accept the water in the conditioner a lot more readily. I don't know if you've ever skipped that step of detangling before you washed and condition your hair, but it seems like your hair will almost be fighting off the product as well as the water. So detangling first is definitely going to make your life a lot easier. Also, your hair is just going to foam up a lot easier. Another thing with that, you don't want to try to detangle your hair after you wet it. It honestly makes it a lot harder in my experience, especially if you're taking out braids. Now, in the spirit of hair health, I am doing one of my favorite protective styles, which is just 2-strand twists. I'm doing a really chunky twist this time. And so I'm not going to be blow drying my hair out as straight as I can get it. I want it to have a little bit of fluff. So I just pulled it out, gave it a quick blowout, and then combed it to keep some of that volume in my hair and some of that fluffiness. So if you haven't watched my previous twist video, any of my previous twist videos, I have been messing around with how to get twists that lay flat and are also juicy. Okay, so you want the twist to be fluffy. That's what everybody wants. And then you also want the roots to lay flat. So if you did not watch my previous twist video, my remedy to that is using my braid and lock gel on my roots, and then to use my conditioning curl cream on as I twist my hair. So I've decided on box parts, and you want to make sure that the braid and lock gel is only on your roots, because if it's on this part of your hair, it's going to make your twist look lifeless and flat. So you want to make sure that you're only combing it into your roots. Okay, so y'all see how I'm doing that. I'm just trying to get my twist to sit where I want it to sit. So you're kind of molding it into the middle of that section because you want it to sit in the middle, or just mold it to wherever you want it to sit, but I generally put them in the middle. All right, so if you need to refine your part a little bit, do that. But when I tell you this is a game changer and this makes your twist last so much longer, like I love twists, but I stopped doing them because my roots would get so fluffy and the style would just look old really quickly. They just didn't last as long. And then I just had this epiphany and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just put my braid and lock gel on the roots. Now, I'm not saying that this is like groundbreaking knowledge or anything, because this is what we always do when we do our like knotless braids and things like that. But I don't know why I never thought to do this when I'm doing my natural hair in a natural style. All right, so next we're doing my conditioning curl cream. This conditioning curl cream is nice and thick, so that is why I choose to use this particular moisturizer. You don't want anything that's going to make your curls revert back really fast. So if you use something that's like really thin and really watery, it's gonna make your curls revert back too much and shrink up too much. You still want this twist to have some puff and some life to it, okay? So this conditioning curl cream is perfect for that. But even with this cream, you don't want to use too much, okay? So just put enough product so that your twist will be nice and fluffy. And then you want to make sure you're getting your roots nice and tight, and then just do your twist and comb as you go, because how you set it is how you get it. So yeah, just comb as you go so that your twist is nice and neat all the way down. Use this guy. So when you first do the twist, they're gonna look really tiny, especially in the parts of your hair that are a little bit thinner. My hair is not as thick on this side, and the curl pattern is a lot looser, so at first it's gonna look like that, but I promise you they'll start to fluff up once they sit for a little bit, okay? But that is my first twist, and just look at how neat they look with that braid and lock gel. Like, I love it. So when you do your parts, I like to do like the brick pattern, especially when you're doing bigger twists, because you don't want them laying right on top of each other. You want them to kind of fill in the empty spaces in between each other. So yeah, just stagger your parting. So you see this part ends right here, so we're going to do this one kind of in the middle of that section. And all right, so this twist is going to be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I'm more concerned with how my parting looks, and if this twist is a little bit smaller, it'll be fine. You know, the rest of them will be the proper size, but I want that parting to look nice and staggered. So yeah. All right, let's get our braid and lock gel. Oh, I already had some on my hand. Okay. So again, we just go and we do this on the root. Make sure you pull that section up and get all around that section. Make sure you put the product on the underside, okay? Now, as you do these parts on the edges, make sure you're slicking your edges the way that you're gonna want them. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do them, but you don't want to mess this section up later trying to manipulate your edges. So just go ahead and get that out of the way and kind of give those baby hairs a little swoop, just for a little finesse. You know, I think this is what makes this style look a little bit more feminine when you do your baby hairs, because you know, men wear this style as well, and if you're not into baby hairs, that's totally fine. But for me, the way that I will make this style look feminine for me and to my liking is to make sure my baby hairs are nice. All right, so I got a little bit of the conditioning curl cream on there, and I'm going to split that into two sections, and I kind of, you know, twist the roots to get them nice and tight. And then you just start twisting. Now, if you need to borrow hair because you notice that a section is a little bit smaller, try to get it right the first time. You know, try to only borrow one time. So, yeah. The twist will end up looking a lot neater if you don't borrow hair from the section. So, yeah, just make sure you get it right the first time if you do have to borrow hair. So I just wanted to take this time to remind you guys that you can find all of my products online at kellyloganhair.com. Now, if you haven't been following my channel for the past 2 years or however long it's been since I big chopped, I did big chop not too long ago, a couple years ago. And these are the products that I've used exclusively to keep my hair healthy in the process of regrowing my hair. Now, all of these products are formulated by me. These are my formulations, and I use them on myself as well as my two daughters. And we all have unique hair types. So the benefit to that is that all of these products work on different grades of hair. So if you want to be my favorite, you can go to kellyloganhair.com and just take a look around. If you have any questions, you can actually use the chat at the bottom of the page just to get some quick recommendations on hair care products. But that's it for this one, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, if you did enjoy, you know how to get engaged and connect with me for the next one. But I do hope to see you on the next video. And until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day.